Once we sailed the 7 seas in the Iranian Navy, with a swagger in the breeze. In the Iranian Navy, we could do as we pleased, hearts full of pride and bravado. Once we arrogantly threatened every nation on the breeze. In the Iranian Navy, oh, raise up your glass and sing it loud and wavy, for the bold and brave sight of our Iranian Navy. From the Gulf to the foam of the Western Sea, we were masters of the tide and the spray. But the wind has turned and the cannon's gone silent. Who now will answer our plea? Once we ruled the raging foam, now we've no fleet to call our own. In the to the wind with our beards so well trimmed. In the Iranian Navy, steel beneath our boots and salt upon our skin. In the Iranian Navy, our friends invited us to Cape Town, proud and free and bold. Sailors on shore leave at Simonstown, stories bought and sold. Naval exercises with our friends from Moscow and Beijing. We already missed the brief fling. Our presence made Arab nations tremble. Our blockade made oil prices treble. All together, the bold, brave, mighty sight of our Iranian Navy. Oh, raise up your glass and sing it loud and wavy, for the roar and roll of the Iranian Navy. From the straits to the storm-lashed quay, we were thunder on the sea. But the dice were cast and the wager played, and pride went down with the fleet. Now we sing in taverns dim and cold of stories grand and growing old. Then the Iranian Navy, our supreme leaders played chicken with the dawn. Now all our ships are gone, rusting at the bottom of the sea. With whom shall we plea? In the Iranian Navy, mighty no longer sailing a lost dream. We see our song on lament and anger scream. Twisted hoax, a metal lie, billowing flames of despair. And a mighty Iranian Navy is no more, just smoke upon the air. We want to surrender, we have no future. We can't even get a dinghy in the water. No harbor light, no guiding star, no compass left to steer us far. So raise up your glass and sing it loud and wave, for the ghosts of the Iranian Navy. Though the fleet lies cold beneath the foam, we'll drink to the days we ruled the brine. For once we sailed the 7 seas and did as we pleased. In the Iranian Navy, once we sailed the 7 seas. Ha! We sailed the 7 seas. Iranian navies.
Something weird going on here, folks. My night owls, this thing is not working. That's twice in a row now. These videos, where the heck are they at? Very strange. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get my night owls thing. It won't play. Did the same thing yesterday. What's the deal here? There it is. Good evening, folks. Welcome back. Wednesday, March 4th, 2025. Let me see how it sounds here. 25. All right, sound is good. I never trust that with the constant updates and Windows and Streamlabs and all this other crap, and YouTube. Never trust the sound anymore because we've been caught too many times. People couldn't hear me. So welcome back to the program. Let's try and be super nice. I don't want to be nasty. Let's just do tributes to ABBA tonight. Money, money, money. It's a rich man's world. Yep. Maybe we could play something from the Visitor album, the last ABBA album. Mad Max enjoyed the Common Sense Good Service. We had a larger audience tonight than we've had in a while, which is nice. Maybe people are starting to gravitate over there. We did have this little clown misbehaving over on the other channel that was broadcasting it, where no one was watching it. I don't know why they bother broadcasting it over there, but no one was watching it on that channel. So anyway. Let's see who's in the chat tonight. I don't know that I'm sick, but I certainly feel like on the edge of sick. I just took some cough medicine, some flu medicine. Hopefully that makes me feel a little bit better. But you can tell when you're getting sick. I haven't been sick in so many years. I don't know who I picked this up from somebody. But Umanel, welcome to you. Claire Bear, the Iranian, Don Janssen van Rensburg, CBB, Zeif Osthuizen, welcome to you. And who else we got here? Hermanus Johannes Erlang. Babyface cutie. I like that. That's cute. Mandy van Rooyen. Jack up. Yeah, squirrel calling a freaking commission. Try to dig a hole in an existing hole. Antoinette, welcome to you. Vilma Hearn. Alex is in from Ohio. What's going on, man? Petrus van der Linde. Charles Edward Koch. Any relation to... What's his name? Koch. Wow. Werner Koch. Is it Werner Koch for the Sharks? I'll submit this your best song ever. It says Skulk. Okay. Bitter in December. Welcome to you. Mandy from Ryan. Cecilia. Mad Max. Nikki Hayton, what's going on? Super chats for super niceness. Okay, we'll be really nice. I'll take the Fred Rogers approach tonight. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for neighbors. Won't you be my neighbor? Hello. Princess Peach is in the house tonight. We're just going to have a lovely time here in the neighborhood. And the postman will be coming soon delivering the mail. Oh, here it is now. He's just stopped off the mail. Thank you, Mr. Postman. Very kind of you to bring us the mail. Shall we open the mail? Folks, shall we open the mail? Just like Mr. Rogers did. Oh, yes. It's a letter from the king. The king says that we're doing quite well in the realm. Things are going very well in the realm. So it's nice when we're all pleasant and lovely. Isn't it lovely here? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? I like rainbows and popcorn. What do you like? What's your favorite color? Mine's mauve. Does anybody else like mauve? I'm just curious. We're being really nice here tonight. It's the nice episode. We don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Have you ever had Starbucks? It's quite tasty. It's lovely. It's a wonderful drink, full of sugar, caffeine, milk, and lots of calories. 190 calories in this tiny little bottle. Can you imagine such a tiny little bottle can pack such a powerful punch? Yes. Yes. I'd like to get some Lucky Charms. Yes. They're always after me, Lucky Charms. Always after me, Lucky Charms. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. We're just friendly tonight. So friendly, we even have this little thing. We Fun. There you go. Little stuffed animals from We Fun. Yeah. So, shall we check in on the postman and Princess Peach? What's going on there? How's everybody doing tonight? Yes, no, I put some Tide in the laundry, and it's the softer side of the kernel. Yes, that's right. This is where we just get along and nobody's feelings are hurt. Yes. So, no judgment here. No judgment here. You can be whatever you like to be, whenever you like to be it, however you like to be it. By the way, folks, I've been watching Lament. Have you seen Lament? What a violent, very scary, scary show. It's frightening. Billy Bob Thornton. Allie Larder. Yes, indeed. I saw that Eddie Murphy skit on it and Mr. Rogers back in the 80s. It was pretty funny. Yep. What shall we ever talk about tonight? We can't talk about politics. We can't talk about politics because politics, we can't do that. Because that'll hurt somebody's feelings. It won't be nice. It'll be nasty. If you ask a refugee question, will normal service resume? No, normal service is out the window. We're hurting too many people's feelings. It's not working anymore. Sorry. Can't do it. Wouldn't want to do it. It's just how things are, folks. It's just how things are. We have to make new friends. Let's make new friends.
We remember the dawn of a rainbow dream.
Oh yeah, that's how South Africa's supposed to be.
Mandela smile and a steady stream of hope and growth and a hand held tight, chasing the shadows into the light. But the cupboard got bare and the locks got broke. The new South Africa became a joke while the looters danced and the coffers drained, and a sleepy voice was all that remained. Oh, let's make new friends. Let's turn the page, step out of the dark and off of the stage. We don't want the gloom or the backroom deal. We want a future that's bright and real. Goodbye to the shadows, hello to the sun. Let's find a party where everyone's one. From Pretoria's halls to the dusty streets, the patronage puppies are tasting the sweet.
Patronage
While the
puppies.
silver is gone and the lights go low, they're putting on such a vintage show with old school slogans and red star lines, while the rest of us look for better signs. They're biting the hand that helped us grow. It's time for the rogues gallery to go. We saw the ships on the deep blue sea, but that's not the company for you and me. We don't want the mullahs or the iron fist. Give us a friendship we've truly missed. Black, brown, and white, we're standing tall, asking for liberty for one and all. Keep your comrades, we want the gold. We want a story that's paved in gold.
Like Trump paved in gold. Let's make new friends.
Oh, let's make new friends. Let's turn the page, step out of the dark and off of the stage. We don't want the gloom or the backroom deal. We want a future that's bright and real. Goodbye to the shadows, hello to the sun. Let's find a party where everyone's one. Peace and love and a proper date. Make new friends. Capitalism looks really great.
It does.
Democracy is the way to be. A brand new friend for you and me.
Survey says, enough of this nonsense. Let's get back to reality. Let's get back to reality. Enough of this nonsense. Are your feelings hurt? Please tell me why they're hurt. Don't just say you're nasty. Don't just say I'm unhappy. Tell me why. Tell me why. People want to know why. Hey, welcome to Bruce the Service Dog. Bruce, what's going on, my friend? I'm going to talk to Bruce now. See, that cold medicine's kicking in. Bruce the Service Dog. How's it going there, Vince? Good to see you there, man. Welcome to the family. Welcome to everybody. It's great to have viewers all over the world watching the program tonight. Ghost Miss wants to know, who's the alien pretending to be the Colonel? He's some illegal. There was some illegal dude who broke in my house tonight. He's a skinwalker. He put on my skin. Yeah, it's crazy. Jacob says, I don't have feelings. I'm in South Africa. Yeah, I can understand. Where is my little table here? I lost it somehow. I have a little thing to bang this mallet on. I had to bang it on the table. So, I bought that. I must have knocked it on the floor or something. Anyway, hey, look at that. Check it out, folks. You should get yourself a pair of these. These are top quality, South African made, and original from South Africa, none other than Jim Green's. That's right. This is an unpaid endorsement for these high quality, top-notch shoes. They are fantastic. Every bit of this Jim Green shoe is made in South Africa, custom made. They're fantastic. This pair I got for free. They didn't pay me, but they gave it to me for free. Beautiful. Asked me, I wanted the green ones. Whoops, whoa. And I've worn these in Yellowstone and Grand Teton National Park. My Jim Greens took on the challenge of the Rockies. Can you? It was fantastic. I sent it off to the company. I don't know if they're going to use it. My video footage wasn't very good. I tried to do the best I could. But anyway, Jim Green's, fantastic product there. You should check it out. A little pricey, especially now with the tariffs here in America. But you can get them. They have a warehouse in Virginia. When I go to Virginia to visit refugees, I'm going to make a trip down to Jim Green as well. So I'll have to go on a Friday so I can see Jim Green. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've erased that silliness. That's gone now. Let's make new friends. Yeah, it's a Barbie song. Hello, Barbie. Let's go party. I'm a blonde bimbo girl in a fantasy world. Touch me here, touch me there. I'm your dolly. Rock and roll. I love Aquaman. What a great song. What a great song. Who else is here tonight, folks? You can see that the medicine's kicking in now. I'm starting to get back my vibe, getting my energy back here. Rian, what's up? Joan Oberholzer, welcome to you. Gideon wants to know where the Colonel went to. Back to reality. There goes my unicorns. Thank goodness you're back to yourself. No, the tariffs aren't canceled. The tariffs are down to 15%, but they're technically not being assessed right now. They will be assessed this Friday, I believe. Xavier Grayling, what's going on, man? Where's Veroska? She's like, hey, Dan Bailey, what's going on out there in Wyoming, man? The playground of the billionaires. That's why I want to live there. I remember that movie with John Travolta, Broken Arrow. That was a pretty good movie. This is the last good movie he made, Broken Arrow. Yep. That was a while ago. Yeah. Anyway, so Cyril Ramaphosa said that he's ready to mediate the Iran crisis. Sorry. Look, if I have a heart attack on air, would somebody call 911? Cyril Ramaphosa is going to mediate the crisis. Yeah. Let's see. What crisis is he successfully mediate? Let's see. There's Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso, Mauritania, Nigeria, Somalia, Central African Republic, Chad, Sudan, South Sudan, DRC, Mozambique. Oh, none of those. None of those. Oh, and Ukraine. He also didn't do that one too. Do not fire. Would you like to play a game? How about global thermonuclear war? Would you like to play a game? Let's play tic-tac-toe. Henda's probably sick. It probably carried across the Atlantic. What was the big shock you got there, Babyface? What big shock did you get? Did I miss something? Momo, what's going on? What shock did I miss, Babyface? I must have missed something. My apologies. Yep. Each by standing, he smells money again. He smells money again. Oh, that's a great song. Yep. What's her name? Oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue. We don't need your money, money, money. Jessie J, that's who it is, isn't it? Yeah, Jessie J. Yeah, Price Tag. Yeah, that's the one, man. What a great song. I love the lyrics. Ha ha ha, okay. Coconut Man, Moonheads, and P. You ready? Seems like everybody's got a price. I wonder how they sleep at night when the sale comes first and the truth comes second. Just stop for a minute and smile. Why is everybody so serious, acting so damn mysterious? Got shades on your eyes and heels so high you can't even have a good time. Everybody look to the left. Everybody look to your right. Can you feel that? Yeah, we're paying with love tonight. It's not about the money, money, money. Oh, Jesse J, I love that song. What a great song. I wish I could play music on the channel without a copyright strike. That is one of my favorite songs. Yep, Jesse J, price tag. Yeah. Ain't about the cha-ching, cha-ching. Ain't about the ba-bling, ba-bling. Want to make the world dance. Forget about the price tag. Yeah. Jessie J, her best song ever. That was the best one. She really hit it right. Hit that one on the head. Takes a big drag on a cigarette. Don't get that big fuss. Yeah, Broken Arrow I thought was a good movie. Yes, maybe Mad Max. He could send his white minister. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sending my white minister and his partner to the Middle East to settle the crisis. Over to you, Dean McPherson. Thank you, Minister. President Ramaphosa, thank you for this great honor of sending me to the Middle East to die. I will go there to negotiate along with my partner in first class, not business class, but first class. We'll be eating caviar and drinking champagne on our way to the Middle East. My partner and I will be going there forthwith. Yes, that's right. We'll bring all of our experience to bear. Fishing lures are expensive. Hiding the bill from your wife proves to be impossible, says Gideon. That's funny. That's funny. We make some great lures. Yep. I didn't even know. Oh, Babyface, see. Okay, yes, I know, but I'm not associating that username with who you are. Thank you. Yes, you did tell me, and I just listened to it. Terrible to hear about that. Bad news for Babyface, folks. Suppose the fall was a good thing. I mean, that fall is never a good thing, Babyface. I didn't realize that was who you were. See, people change usernames. I don't recognize the username. Unfortunately, a bad diagnosis. Hopefully it goes well. Yes, Iran loves the gay community. It's going to be wonderful. Let's send our white minister, Dean McPherson, Mr. Nil Compensation. Yes. He can come up with nil for the Iranians. We even negotiate a ceasefire here in Bandar Abbas. Yes, I'm Dean McPherson from the Democratic Alliance here in Bandar Abbas with my partner, Jay. I don't know who his partner is. Jay, my partner. Don't mind him. He's drinking the champagne over there while I negotiate this peace settlement, this ceasefire between the Israelis, the Americans, and the Iranians. Excuse me, folks. I'm sorry. I'm being escorted out of the room. I see a noose outside. Yeah. Maybe that might be considered nasty. Nasty. Was that nasty? Jojo. Who's Jojo? Meet Jojo? I hear the weather is quite lovely in Iran all year round. Yes. It's quite the vacation spot. Leftists love to go there on holiday. You know, I'm surprised we haven't seen Bernie Sanders there on vacation yet. Another great destination for the likes of Bernie Sanders, Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, Ayanna Pressley, Mitch McConnell, Chucky Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Lisa Murkowski, Susan Collins. They should all go to North Korea on vacation. They should all go there. I heard it's lovely. They should all go to North Korea. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do tourism for North Korea. Let's see what they say. Let's check it out. Tourism North Korea. Here we go. Tourism North Korea. Let's go to the tape. We'll see what's going on there. Oop, that's the wrong one. We need to use this one here. Tourism North Korea. There you go. North Korea, the unforgettable journey. Ooh, you couldn't probably ever imagine going as a tourist to a country that's seldom mentioned in connection with tourism. However, it is possible to say without exaggeration that North Korea, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, is the most exotic and out-of-the-way tourist destination on the market. Travel to North Korea with Korean consult and open a whole new world for you. Wow. And if that's not good enough, you can go to Turkmenistan in April. Oh, let's go with one of the crazy stands. Man, these guys are really into crazy days and travel. How do you get the DPR? Well, here's the tourist guide right here. Ooh, let's check out the tourist guide. Ooh, look at all the lovely sites you can go to in North Korea. There's no other country in the world similar to North Korea, which is sometimes referred to as the hermit country because not that much is known about this unique nation. At the same time, Koreans have continuously lived in the Korean Peninsula for 1,000 years and have rich culture and tradition. We'd like to introduce a few places in North Korea where you can go and experience history, culture, and the people of this country. Ooh, here we go. Let's check this out. Mount Myeongyang, the mountain of mysterious fragrance. Ooh, it smells like farts. The Myeongyang Mountains are one of the 5 celebrated mountains in North Korea as the granary of the western coast of Korea. It's named after the mystic shapes and fragrances found here. It's a sacred site, according to legend. It was the home of King Tangun, the forefather of the Korean people. In 2009, UNESCO designated Mount Myeongyang as a World Biosphere Reserve, citing its cultural significance as well as spectacular cliffs, providing habitat for 30 endemic plant species, 16 plant species are threatened globally, and 12 endangered animal species. Ooh, let's go. Well, I want to go to Turkmenistan. Let's see what's going on in Turkmenistan. 7 nights in Ashgabat, Kokbade, Balkanabat. Wow. Turkmenistan. This is the joint, man. Let's all go to Turkmenistan. You arrive in your flight with Turkmenistan Airlines. Well, if you survive. Departure from Istanbul at 8:30 in the morning. You arrive in Ashgabat at 14:20 local time. Option 2, you depart. Well, not you're going to fly now, not as long as that Iran war is going on. Yes, then you spend, that's Tuesday, then the 29th, you're in Ashgabat. You can see the Independence Monument, the Arch of Neutrality, the Constitution Monument, the Yildiz Hotel, the Wedding Palace. Wow, so cool. Then you move on to a horse farm. Ooh, like we've never seen horses. Check this out. It's the Yangala Canyons. Check it out, man. It looks like the Badlands of South Dakota. Wow. Man, take me to Turkmenistan. Take me to Turkmenistan, man. Yeah. Don't send the white minister, the other one. He annoys me too. Shishiyama and Johnny Blue Party in Iran. Just a party that no one left to pay for it. Broken Arrow. Yeah, that's exactly. There's a line from the movie. What, you hallucinate nuclear weapons? You have a name for it? Yep, it's called a broken arrow. Yep, broken arrow. Let's all go to North Korea. Yes, that's the spot. I mean, all the holiday destinations, Venezuela, North Korea, Cuba, Canada. No, I'm kidding about Canada. It's okay. It's in small doses. Canada's a wonderful place. As long as you stay away from the government officials, it's pretty nice. The Canadians are wonderful people, for the most part. Yeah, well, actually, South Korea is a nice place to visit. It wasn't 30 years ago, but it's now dreading the heat today. 39 degrees. That's pretty darn warm, Karen. Pretty darn warm. No, I know JoJo refers to water tanks. Yeah, I know what a JoJo is. Thank you, Xavier. But I didn't get who's Minister JoJo. Is that who we're calling D. McPherson Minister JoJo? I thought he was our other white minister. All these constitutions are working on your constitution, says Hermanus. Yeah, no, I got you, man. I got you 100% on that one. Well, 116 people here tonight on the Nice program. It's the Nice Show. Welcome to the Nice Show, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, let's talk about legendary football coach Lou Holtz, who passed away at the age of 89 today. He coached Notre Dame from 1986 to 96, led the team through an undefeated season at championship in 1988, coached several other university teams and spent a season in the National Football League with the New York Jets. Longtime Republican, spoke at the 2020 convention, and was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President Trump in December of 2020. Remember for his enduring values of faith, family, service, and an unwavering belief in the potential of others. In his 5-decade career, he led football teams at several universities, including William & Mary, North Carolina State, Arkansas, Minnesota, South Carolina, as well as Notre Dame. The West Virginia native grew up in East Liverpool, Ohio, and played linebacker at Kent State, the Golden Flashes. How is Malema the water tank minister? I don't understand that. Montana Senator Sheehy gets an altercation with a veteran anti-war protester at Capitol Hill. Video shows Sheehy rushing to join 3 Capitol police officers who are removing the protest. Montana Senator Tim Sheehy got into an altercation with an anti-war protester during a Senate Armed Services Subcommittee. In the video shared by CBS News' Alan Hay, 3 Capitol police officers are working to subdue and eject McGinnis, a Marine Corps veteran and Green Party candidate for the U.S. Senate in North Carolina, who shouts, "No one wants to fight for Israel." Dude, no one's fighting for Israel, you moron. We're fighting for America. What a dumbass. So this stolen valor clown. By the way, you're not allowed to wear your uniform in the Marines if you're off post, if you're off base. You go to and from home, not in uniform. You're not allowed to wear a uniform. The Marines are very strict about that. They get disciplinary action if they go drive home from work in their uniform. The Army, we can do that. We're allowed to drive home from work in our uniform and stop for incidentals. We can stop and do quick shopping on the way home, grab something, go to the post office. We can't linger, but we can do that because that's a reasonable combination. But the Marines are unreasonable. You cannot wear a uniform off the base unless it's for official business. This is not for official business. He's not a Marine. He was a Marine 2 decades ago. He served one tour like a typical leftist. He did one tour in the Army or one tour in the Marines so that he can claim that he's a veteran and steal valor. It's inappropriate and it's illegal for him to wear a Marine uniform. He's also wearing the wrong foot gear. This is not the appropriate foot gear, and this guy goes into this meeting dressed in Marine uniform. He's not a Marine. This is a UCMJ offense, Uniform Code of Military Justice. It's also a stolen valor offense. But the left is hailing him as a hero, but he's not a hero. He gets himself injured by wrapping his arm around the door. His Kappa police escort him out, and they blame Sheehy for it.
Out! No one wants to fight for Israel!
His hand, his hand.
Oh!
His hand.
Oh!
Let go of your hand. Let go of the door.
That wasn't his hand. That was,
Broke his hand!
the senator didn't break his hand. He broke his own arm. These leftists scream the senator broke his hand. These people play the martyr for anybody. The moron is a stolen valor idiot. He has no business wearing a Marine Corps uniform. If he wants to go to a hearing, he can sit there politely and he can raise his hand at question and answer session. This is another example of leftists undermining this country, stealing valor of a Marine. That is inappropriate. Yeah. So if you want to know who this idiot is, I'll show you who this idiot is. Brian McGinnis. I'm running to represent you, not to do the bidding of donors. Except Mr. McGinnis, who is a Green Party candidate, look at his lapel pins. Do you see his lapel pins? He's an American running for the North Carolina Senate, and he's wearing an Irish and Palestinian flag. This is who he represents. Foreigners, not Americans. A piece of shit. What a piece of shit. An absolute piece of shit. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a serious snap there, yep. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You see the lapel pins? Ireland and Palestine. Running for the North Carolina Senate. What a piece of... Oh, I'm sorry, I guess I was being nasty there, calling him a piece of shit. That's what he is. This is these scumbags that try to represent Americans. You don't represent us. You don't represent us. Yep, that's who he is. GOP senator joins police in ejecting anti-war protester. Now, that's an accurate statement there. Protester Brian McGinnis, who described himself as a Marine veteran running for Green Party Kent, North Carolina Senate race, said shortly after that his arm was broken during the clash. U.S. Capitol Police accused him of violently assaulting officers. Incident took place at the Senate Armed Services Committee, featured testimony from the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Just under 30 minutes after the hearing began, McGinnis began yelling, exclaiming at one point, America does not want to send its sons and daughters to war in Israel. We're not sending our sons and daughters to war for Israel, you moron. At one point, McGinnis and police were near the doorway in the hearing room. He left the dais and began assisting Capitol Police in lifting him up and ejecting him. His left hand didn't get stuck. That's a lie. His left hand did not appear to get stuck. He jammed his arm in there intentionally to try not to be evicted. He is the architect of his own demise. Just like Ashley Babbitt. She caused her own demise. Not going to let these scumbags get away with their lies in CBS News. Dan Gray. Ghosting September-October interviews. Multiple reports demand we stand up. Multiple reports brought to my attention from Afrikaner Boer applicants reveal a pattern. The interviewees left in limbo cases processed before the admin paused and government shutdown, yet zero communication since. Some approvals out, but many stagnant, while December applicants board planes. This isn't right. As a born free, fighting for my people against race laws, farm, terror, and exclusion, these reports compel me to speak out and stand up. We're not asking favors, just clear answers and status. Programs ramping up, Pretoria Village building, thousands already resettled, but forgetting the early pipeline. See, this is, I'm sorry. I don't know who Dan Gray is, but I'm sorry. I have no empathy for you. None whatsoever. None. None. Because you are forgetting the people who came before you. You don't give a crap about them. This is all about you. See, this is self-serving. Afrikaner resettlement. This is self-serving. Carried away, and yes. Yeah, I like this. This is for crying people. Before February, there was no plan. The EU permit is miles better and much cheaper than any other form of immigration to America. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I don't have any sympathy here because this guy's acting like he's a proponent for everybody. He's not. What about the people who are part of the pilot program who'd never been contacted since February last year? The people who put PRM emails, thousands of people, the statements of interest. I'm sorry. That is not useful at all. That is not helpful. And doesn't come across very well. Who the hell is Dan Gray? And how does he assist Afrikaners? Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. That's not helpful. So he doesn't give a crap about the people, the tens of thousands of people that came before him. The tens of thousands of people with the PRM email and the statement of interest. The tens of thousands of people from February of last year all the way up until November. All he cares about is the people in September, October. He also doesn't care about the people who January whose flights were canceled. No. He just gives you anecdotal evidence pretending he has the answers. Now, I'm sorry. That's not helpful. Not helpful at all. I guess I'm being nasty. Handbook. What handbook? Real intel. Is this the handbook? No, that's not a handbook. That's just an image. Where's the handbook at? There's no link to it here. Because the handbook is free. I don't see any handbook. I guess I got to go to his channel. Let's see. His account. I don't see any handbook here. He's got a picture with handbooks, but I don't see no link, no offer. Where do you get his handbook at? Where do you get it? All right, I don't see it. Well, what they also don't understand is, see, this is petulant, childish behavior. People have no idea what's going on because they don't know what they're talking about. You know, I've had several people contact me who said, well, my case is stalled. And I interrogate them and ask them questions, only like nothing, only like to find out, oh, no, that's right, I was arrested, when I was 19. Did you disclose that? Nope. Oh, you think that might be a reason why your case is in limbo right now? Well, I served in the police. Did you tell them that? No. Well, that might be a problem. I served the police. I told them everything. Well, it takes time to investigate. Yep, they're killing their own program, talking, complaining about this to him. Yeah, no. Stupid. That's stupid. Stupid. But they don't want to hear that. I'm nasty for telling people the truth. I'm nasty because I'm telling the people the truth. Yeah, whatever. I don't know who these people are. They weren't here on February 7th. I was. Yeah, there's a conversation. I don't know about the Clarity Act, but Trump has been pushing the banks to be looser with crypto and incorporate it. No, Mad Max, they don't want to listen. They want to call me names. They want to lie about me. They want to spread rumors because a lot of these people are just trying to make money. They're looking for attention and fame. They don't want to hear the truth. Self-important people is going to snub us all. They can just shut that. Yep. Yeah, I got you, Xavier. Dean says he's late. Nah, you're never late, man. Yeah, JSA, a group affiliation, you had 17 years. That could be it. I don't know. Also, again, as I've said clearly, so this guy is insinuating things. Where's his evidence? He says it's been brought to his attention. It reveals a pattern. People see patterns where they want to see patterns. As an intelligence analyst, I can tell you that's a very dangerous approach to things. Seeing a pattern where you want to see a pattern. Seeing a problem where you want to see a problem. It's called confirmation bias. These people want out, and they have confirmation bias that are complaining about this. They don't know what's going on, so they make assumptions. I mean, I deal with this every day. People send me messages. Can you check into my case? It's been like this, this. I actually have people from January. I had my medicals in January. I haven't heard anything. You do realize that you told me you had your medicals on January 28th or thereabouts, whatever day it was during the week. That's just a few days ago. The program was paused on February 23rd. Nobody's going anywhere until March 9th. Anyway. But I'm nasty because I don't have empathy for people. What a crock of horse manure. This people are just such asses. You know, I give my life up to save people, to protect people, to get them services they've been denied by crooked refugee agencies, to tell them the truth, tell them what to expect, to help them get over here. We organize food for people who are trapped. We organize accommodation for people, organize, references to get people to work, and just no gratitude whatsoever, just bitching and moaning and lying. Utopi says it took a year after he applied. Exactly. Yep. Confirmation bias. I'm glad that when my viewers who want to be refugees get over here, because it proves that stuff works. Look at that. Utopi is over here. Been over here a few weeks now. Okay, Alan, please, could we stop? Well, you're asking to stop, and then you ask a question. What do you want, Alan? Do you want us to stop talking about it, or do you want me to answer your question? Why do you ask me to stop talking about it in the same text you tell me you've got a question? What do you want? I'm happy to answer your question, explain to you why. I'll happy explain to you, but you just asked me to stop talking about it. You just really can't win, man. You really can't win. In the same message, Alan says, please, can we stop? And then he says, you ask a question. Dude, I'll answer your question. Do you want me to answer it? But I mean, you just asked me to stop. A little hard to follow both rules in the same thing,
Colonel Wyatt's got a plan so sweet. A meet and greet down Strand's wide street. South African sun kissed the air so bright. We shared our stories through the night. Dozens gathered hearts in sync. With every smile the spirits linked. A room of faces worlds apart, bound by camaraderie heart to heart. Cheers in the air, laughter grows. Friendship's tide, it ebbs and flows. Strand lit up like golden beams. A night that turns into sweet dreams. The evening hung with fire and glee. Connections blooming wild and free. Words were sparks igniting light underneath the southern sky tonight. Oh, the beauty, unforgettable glow of strangers and friends we didn't know, tying threads that'll last and weave. Moments shared with hearts on sleeves. Cheers in the air, laughter grows. Friendship's tide, it ebbs and flows. Strand lit up like golden beams. A night that turns into sweet dreams.
Well, Pat Murray, thank you for sharing that idea, but if Hitler were alive, he'd be over 140 years old, so I doubt that that's correct. All right, well, I misunderstood it wasn't a question. It was a statement. Somehow I didn't get that. Statement, not a question, okay? Well, it's not a statement. The word why is not a statement. That's an interrogative. When you say why, you're asking a question. Why would they not work with PRM and not the new form? Well, I'm going to answer it anyway, Alan. I'm going to answer it anyway, even if you don't want it to be answered. Why? Because, okay, obviously you weren't here from the very beginning. From the very beginning. What did I call the program a year ago? I named it, U.S. government later latched onto my term, a proof of concept. The PRM email was created so that they would get a sense of how many people wanted this, and they could pick a representative sample of Gullards, whites, Indians to come be interviewed to see if these cases were legitimate, with the view of bringing a first group over. A proof of concept. The email is a very inefficient way to do this, but you could cull through a pile of emails and find a handful of them and invite people. That's what they did. So Once they did the proof of concept, they worked through the background investigations for those people who were in the 59ers that came over. Should have been 61, but it's 59. Once they did that, the email was no longer useful. There was no utility to it. They created a statement of interest, a Google form. Because normally they turn to the United Nations, HCR, High Commissioner for Refugees, in Kenya at the Dadaab camp. They turn to the UNHCR in Uganda for the refugees from South Sudan. And in Chad, they go to the UN. The UN gives them a list of people. They look at it. They start from there. In order to get the applicants, there is no UN involvement here. It's the United States directly. In-country refugee status is a rarity. It isn't done very often. I've said this a million times. We did it in Cuba, and I know a Cuban who's here in Harrisburg who came over in-country refugee status. We did it in Bosnia and Herzegovina back in the 1990s, and we're doing it in South Africa now. It's not the only places, but that's 3 that I know of. So this is an unusual situation. There is not a mechanism in place under the law that creates a mechanism administrative for doing this. Usually the UN handles it. Since we're handling it, and they hadn't done it in a long time, Bosnia was over 20, almost 30 years ago. So the people involved don't know how to do this. So they create a statement of interest to get people to express their interest and ask questions. And they use that to screen people to find out if you're legitimate. That proved to be inefficient. Over time, they realized they had problems. So they came up with the intake questionnaire. The major problem they had was that they weren't getting enough information. The PRM email doesn't give them any information. They can't start a case based off your email. They can't start a case based off of your SOI. The intake questionnaire answers the questions they need to begin a background investigation on you, to verify who you are before giving you an appointment. That's why the intake. And they said it quite clearly, as I did when that came out on November 4th. I cautioned everybody. If you did the PRM email, if you did the statement of interest, either one or both, it does not matter if you do not do the intake questionnaire, because they're no longer using those. Now, that doesn't mean you go back to the queue. It means that if you put an intake questionnaire in, they'll go, aha. They'll look you up in the database and see if you send an email or statement of interest, and they'll take your case. All right, there you go. So that's why they can't use the email. Email is useless. Email is a very inefficient way to do business. Very inefficient way. Oh, well, I agree with them. People should stop complaining. Yeah, it was never an application. No one ever put an application. I was clear about that. And I mean, they almost got me saying a couple times, it was a PRM email to express interest. It was a statement of interest to state your interest. It was not an application. The closest thing to an application is the I-94. And the closest thing to an application to get the I-94 was the intake questionnaire. There you go. Yeah, agree. He's been clear and honest from day one. Try and find that nowadays in media. Yep. I just want to know if I'm asked questions just to get your advice. Refugees you can send me an email. If it's not personal, you can ask it right here and you'll get an answer right away. But if it's personal, then go ahead and send me an email. You can take the boys to school. Okay. Needless to say, the arbitrator did not like me saying it made me hostile. The counterparty saw where it was heading. Call recess. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, a lot of South Africans are in America now. They're in this chat. The Night Owls. Well, the Night Owls is working out pretty well, and hopefully we get bigger and bigger audiences as South Africans get over here, because this works out well. I mean, it's 10 o'clock in the East Coast, 9 o'clock in the Central Time Zone, 8 o'clock in the mountains, 7 o'clock on the West Coast. Pretty good time for a lot of people to tune in. Anyway, enough of that stuff. Okay. What's this? Is this what Malema said about Trump?
Donald Trump is the naked face of what the USA has always been. Imperialist and evil. It was the president of the USA, Truman, who dropped.
Well, Julius Malema is the embodiment of everything that's wrong with Africa. Stupid, arrogant, privileged, corrupt, and racist. At least that's the way he behaves. I don't think he's really a racist. Changed, and I had to choose to look after my elderly mother who doesn't want to go to America, so I didn't submit the intake question. Other family did, was interviewed. Oh, sorry to hear that, Gideon. Sorry to hear that. Heidi's going to be a night out pretty soon. Cool. He has a Teletubby. Yeah, that's... Thank you for that, Max, but I'm not going to play that because it is background music. It'll give me a copyright strike. Anyway. So the Texas primary races, no more Jazzy Crockett. She's done. Yep, she's done. She's done. So the Democratic primary, Tallarico got 52%. Jazzy got 1 million people in Texas. There's 1 million stupid people in that state who voted for her. And another 900,000 questionable people on the Republican side who voted for John Cornyn, the rhino. Ken Paxton, the Attorney General, came in second, just behind him, a little over 1% behind. So he needs to collect all those Hunt votes out there and win the runoff race. There you go. United States says Iran is firing fewer missiles. Well, that's because they're running out of them, hopefully. Now beginning to expand inland striking progressively deeper into Iranian territory and creating additional freedom maneuver for U.S. forces. He confirmed the U.S. sank an Iranian warship off the coast of Sri Lanka. Yep. So here is Operation Epic Fury, the first 24 hours. Check it out. It's pretty cool. February 27th, H-hour. Trump calls the Joint Chiefs of Staff, directing that Operation Epic Fury is approved 3:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12:08 in Iran the next day in the morning. The 28th at 1:15 a.m., 9:45, more than 100 aircraft launched from land and sea. More than 1,000 Iranian targets are struck. They sunk 9 Iranian warships and destroyed Iran's naval headquarters. Up to 48 leaders are killed, including Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Khamenei. 40 of the nation's military leaders were killed at a Tehran compound. The types of targets: command and control centers, the joint headquarters of the Revolutionary Guard Aerospace headquarters, integrated air defense systems, ballistic missile sites, Iranian Navy ships, Iranian Navy submarines, anti-ship missile sites, and military communications capabilities. U.S. employed B-1 bombers, B-2 stealth, B-52s, Lucas drones, F-15, F-16, F-18 fighters, A-10 attacks, MQ-9 Reapers, those are drones, F-22 stealth fighters, F-35 stealth fighters, early warning control, airborne communication relay, AWACS, P-8 maritime patrol aircraft, RC-135 rivet joint, electronic warfare, M142 high mobility rocket system, Patriot interceptor, THAAD, theater high altitude air defense, anti-ballistic missile system, nuclear powered aircraft carriers, guided missile destroyers, counter drone systems, refueling tanker aircraft, refueling ships, C-17 Globemaster, C-130 cargo, and more undisclosed aircraft. Iran doesn't stand a chance. Yeah, I saw that. I said they sunk their submarine, but I haven't found reports on that. So, but I've read about that. And the U.S. has released the names of the other 2 soldiers killed in that drone strike. Chief Warrant Officer 3 Robert Marzan of Sacramento, California, and Major Jeffrey O'Brien of Indianola, Iowa. That's Jeffrey O'Brien from Iowa. Pentagon identified the last 2 as 6 soldiers killed in the Kuwait attack. Oh, boy. I think for me, the program is just taking enough time. You can prepare yourself in all ways, says Debbie. Nitrogen fertilizer for farmers. How so? Nitrogen fertilizer made from petroleum? Is that where you're coming from? Well, Iraq did the same thing, and I have asthma as a consequence of it. Yeah, they blew up the oil heads. Had to send that guy from Texas. What's his name? He was legendary. Red Adair, I think it was. I think it was Red Adair was his name, wasn't it? They're not mentioning here. Yeah, Red Adair. Yep. The big 4 firefighting teams, Red Adair, Boots and Coots, Wild Well Control, all from Houston, and Safety Boss of Canada led the operation. Yeah, Canada's Safety Boss extinguished 180 wells. The fires were extinguished in approximately 9 months, much faster than initial prediction of several years. 90% of the fires were put out using seawater pumped at high pressure, along innovative methods such as the Big Windy jet engine-mounted tank. Last well was capped by Safety Boss on November 6, 1991. Yep, Kuwaiti oil fires. Caused by the Iraqi military setting fire to reported 605 to 732 oil wells, along with an unspecified number of oil-filled low-lying areas, such as oil lakes and fire trenches. Yep, this is the crap I dealt with right there. I have pictures of this. I lived within a kilometer of that shit. Bastards. My lungs are still messed up because of that. I never smoked in my life. And it's the shit I had to deal with because these war criminals. None of them ever paid the price for what they've done to us. And the U.S. military and the Veterans Administration deny that it actually happened. They deny. They got all wrapped up in this Gulf War syndrome, trying to debunk Gulf War syndrome, and paid no attention to the damage done to our lungs and our immune system by this crap. Yep. Yeah, look at the shit that they did, these animals. There's our aircraft flying over burning oil wells. Look at that. I was there. I lived that. For 6 weeks, I breathed that crap in. The oil wells caused a dramatic increase in air quality, causing respiratory problems for many soldiers on the ground. Yep. Yep, I was one of them. So here's a bird that died as a consequence, mummified in an oil lake. Just criminals, war criminals. Oh, animals, man. The Iraqis were animals. Hey, Jans. Yeah, no, Trump is getting a lot more from the Gulf states than he is from French or the Brits, yep, or Spain. Yep. Well, now they're up to 17 ships sunk. I don't doubt that at all. Yep. I thought urea was urine, the element in urine. Okay, where the hell's that at? Yeah, well, I got the email. Thank you for the email. I'm not really sure what to tell you on that, other than you should make it known when you go in and ask them their thoughts on it. That's all you can really do. Refugee ZA. Yeah, no, they freaked out over the northern slope. The north slope of in the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. They're freaking out over that one spill, Exxon Valdez. And what he did, Saddam Hussein, was a far greater ecological crime. Not a mention of it. Not a mention of it. Yeah. Pretty crazy stuff. Anyway, guys, I don't feel so great. And I wonder if I'm getting kidney stones from not drinking enough water. So I'm going to wrap it up for tonight. Thank you all for being here. I'm trying to get some rest. I've got a interview with a refugee on Friday, and I can't find who it was. It wasn't locked down. They said they were willing to do it on Friday. I need them to contact me and get it back. The person that already agreed to do it on Friday, so I can set that up. Also, Friday we have the Ireland game. So I'm going to get some rest now. Thank you all for being here. Be sure to hit the like button if you haven't done already. It's been a long day for me with my broadcast, Ronaldo's broadcast, then also did the radio show, and now this. So I'm going to go to bed. And thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. You take care. God bless.